She was kneeling beside him, holding the note in her hands. I saw the gun on the floor beside her. Only one thing could have happened, but still I hoped I was wrong. I was afraid what she would do when she saw me. She had not even known I was in the country and had followed her to Santa Barbara. She looked at me and knew me, but there was no surprise, nothing.
Marcello, I did it. Lionel. I killed Lionel. He didn't know me. He didn't say anything. He didn't remember. I didn't want Lionel to die. I just wanted to frighten him.
Leave that, Sophia. Leave it.
No. No, he doesn't need it now. I gave it to Lionel when I loved him, but you see, I don't love him anymore. He doesn't deserve it. Marcello, you can't kill anyone you love, can you?
I didn't know whether to keep silent and let her mind censor the obvious sight before her, taking her further and further out of touch with the most familiar things of her world, or to try to bring her back. Sophia, this man is not Lionel.
I know.
Do you know who it is?
No.
Yes, I think you do. Look at him. Look at him. How did this happen, Sophia? How did it happen? It was obvious that the truth was something she could not face, and perhaps never would. So I gave her the lie that I thought she would need to survive. Sophia, listen to me. Listen to me. Did Lionel Lockridge do this to your son?
Yes. Lionel killed my son because he tried to kill me, but he didn't. So he killed Shannon.
Sophia, Steve, hurry. Come on this way, hurry. I heard noises outside the study and someone knocking.
That would have been Warren.
So I took Sophia back inside the tunnel and I replaced the disguise she was wearing, trying to think of what to do next. But then when we heard the door slam,
I left in a hurry.
She started behaving as if nothing had happened, as if Lionel was still waiting to come to her. And she broke away from me and she went back inside. And I saw her. It was as though the horror of it had washed her mind clean, seeing Channing as though for the first time. She ran to his side, forgetting me, everything. When she ran into the corridor for help, I followed her. She caught sight of me in the mirror behind her, and for a split second, I thought she was going to remember everything. But then, someone else came into the corridor, who I know now was Joe. I stayed away a safe distance, and I waited for my chance, and I went in, I gave her something to put her to sleep, and took her with me to Anchorage. You see, I knew 2 excellent doctors who had a small sanitarium there. I knew that it was far enough away that there was little chance of her hearing about it in the news, but it was still in the country, so there was no immigration problem, and so we went.
And when you confessed just now, and when you wanted to go back to Italy and take me with you, that was all from me, too.
Seems to me, Marcello, the only thing you've ever done is hurt my father and help my mother.
It's actually more. You see, it was Marcello who typed that little addition to Peter Flint's confession. And Marcello, who somehow found out that I'd reopened the investigation. Whereupon he stole the original pistol from the desk, looted my files, and of course set the charge that blew up the tunnel. The lab confirmed that the trace chemical we found in your apartment was nitroglycerin.
We could have died down there.
Hank Judson did die, which is another charge you'll have to face. But I'll give you credit for one thing. You did what you set out to do. Because no one, certainly not Sophia, ever imagined that she was the one who shot Channing.
No, but it shouldn't have fired. Now we see what she's really like.
Mama, don't think about it.
No,
Please.
No. The gun should not have gone off. Of course I wouldn't have killed Lionel. I thought I made sure that the gun wasn't loaded.
Sophia?
I first came to the house the night before. I didn't dare go any further than this room. I decided this would be where I'd see Channing and tell him I was alive. I stayed longer than I should have, but I hadn't been in the house for 10 years. There were so many memories. When I looked in the desk, I found a guest list for the party the next day. And in another drawer, the gun. Gave me an idea. The only thing that frightened me about what I planned to do was seeing Lionel again. His name had been added to the guest list, so I knew he'd be there tomorrow, and I decided I would try to frighten him. To tell him I had come back for revenge, and that if he ever came near me again, I would kill him. I wanted him to beg for mercy and swear he would leave me alone. So, I emptied the gun. I didn't want to really hurt him. So I unloaded the gun, and I put it back. I'm sure of it. I would never have pulled the trigger if I thought it had anything.
No. Oh, God, no.